What is up, YouTube world, or whoever I'm talking to right now? I'm Byron Zero, and this is a new kind of series that I'm making. It's called Converse Sensations. First of all, I'm going to talk about what this series will be about. It's just small videos about probably just conversing about everyday issues or anything that might concern anyone. It's all very general, it's not intended to be comedy. So don't everyone go around telling me I'm not funny, because I already know I'm not funny, okay? If I was trying to be funny I would make like jokes and stuff, but no, this is just videos about normal conversations about everyday subjects, so that's what it will be about, and I will not bore you any longer. I will get straight to the point. So, stand back, relax.
Why turn this conversation into a converse sensation?
So, I was trying to come up with issues to talk about on this first episode, the pilot episode of Converse Sensations. And the first thing that came to mind is an issue that has been bugging me for a while now, for a couple of months or 3 months, I'm not sure. It's about the new Star Wars movie, so let's take it from the top. First of all, I want to point out that I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It's one of my favorite universes, maybe my favorite fictional universe. I've seen all the movies, of course, about 1,000 fucking times. I am intending to play some Star Wars video games. It's actually on my to-play list for my game walkthrough, playthrough videos. You know, the ones that you never watch. Yeah, the ones that get like 10 views and I keep making. Yeah, okay, that's this stuff now. And I've also researched a little bit about the extended Star Wars universe. You know, the ones with the comic books and this stuff. And I haven't read any of them, of course, but I have read some of the history, the pre-story of Star Wars anyway. I was very excited when I went to see the new Star Wars movie, as were all of us, of course. I'm going to start pointing out what I thought was good about the movie and what I thought was bad about the movie. I should warn you right now that there may be a few spoilers. I'm going to try to make this a spoiler-free video, but you know, you can't have everything in this life. There's gotta be some spoilers and shit like that, but I'm not going to be sure. Okay, so the first thing I thought that was actually good about the movie is that it showed that it took in a lot of commenting and criticism by all the Star Wars fans throughout the years. What I mean is that they saw all the hate that the new trilogy received after it was released, and they just took the comments from the fans. They saw what bugged them, what they didn't like, and they tried to fix it. What I mean is that, okay, people bitched about the big Senate hearings and the politics. There were no politics, I mean, just a tad. No, there wasn't politics in The Force Awakens. People bitched about Jar Jar Binks. There wasn't a new annoying character in The Force Awakens. Well, they showed that they really did try this time to make the audience like the new fucking Star Wars movie, and you gotta hand it to them. They're not just making any film just to get out what's in their head. They really want people to like it. Well, they have profits. It's not like they're doing charity work for us, but they do have the fans in mind. That's something, and that is shown by how many of the old characters returned. Harrison Ford, C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca, all of them, they were back in the new movie. I mean, that was just so the old fans that were bitching about them not being in the prequels, that they would have something to see and like, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. And keep in mind that this is a new movie. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to have the old characters in order for the story to progress. I mean, it did help the story a lot. But the main reason I think they took back most of the old characters is so that the fans that were so upset with the prequels would be excited to see their loved one characters again on screen after so many years, and yeah, that's a good thing, actually. Another thing that I liked about the movie was okay, that was to be expected, but it was very optically How do you fucking say that? Optically satisfactory. Am I making any sense? I'm not sure. It was a very good visual experience. Okay, the special effects were amazing, well, that was to be expected with the budget that was thrown in this movie, but okay. It's not only about the special effects, the final battle I think was very, very satisfactory, in my opinion. I don't know what all you other guys think, but maybe, just maybe, it could be the best lightsaber battle we've seen so far in Star Wars. Maybe after the final battle in Revenge of the Sith between Anakin and Obi-Wan, in my opinion, yeah, it was probably the second most epic lightsaber battle, and okay, maybe some of you think it was a sloppy fight. Okay, the two, Rey and Kylo Ren, were not fully trained. It was kind of, you know, slow and powerful instead of graceful like the old fights in the prequels. But I think that's a nice approach, because it wasn't like the prequels where the fights were so quick and so ununderstandable that you didn't. It was so obvious that they were choreographed. I personally loved these fights, but let's face it, they were just a tad unrealistic. Well, the final battle in The Force Awakens was really brutal and intense. I mean, you could feel the hatred of both the characters, both Kylo Ren and Rey. They were like, oh my god, I'm just going to kill you right now. And you were like drawn into the scene, you were like a part of the fight. I can't understand it. If you went to the cinema to watch a movie, you know what I'm talking about. And the last thing I thought was good about the movie was that its story, while the most original story ever written, it was obviously not an original screenplay or something like that. But it had nice plot twists, it was goodly developed, I mean, it was a good story, I think, actually. Not original, satisfactory. Well, there were some parts about the story that were really bad, because it was just a big recycling machine from the first trilogy. You know, it was like, okay, there's this thing like the Empire all over again, the First Order, and this badass Sith like Darth Vader, who is good, but he's also bad like Darth Vader. And there's the chosen one that will discover the power of the Jedi like Luke, and she has Luke's lightsaber. I mean, okay, it was just pretty much the old trilogy remastered or something like that. But the plot twists, you know, about Han Solo and Rey and Finn and all this stuff, I really liked Finn as a character. I didn't mention that. I like Finn. I really do. I thought they went a very bright way, making a stormtrooper turn with the Jedi and rebels or whatever they are. And making him kind of a Jedi. Well, he wasn't actually a Jedi. I think maybe, just maybe, Finn will turn into a Jedi in the next movies. Yeah, that's a theory of mine, but yeah, I'm just saying. Well, okay, now we're going to discuss what, in my opinion, was wrong with the movie. First of all, the story. Yeah, I told you the story had good qualities, it also had a lot of bad qualities in my opinion. It was pretty much the same as the old trilogies. I mean, this is not the creators' fault, this is the fans' fault, because they were bitching so many years about the prequels going a different way, that the creators obviously thought that they had to do the same old things in order for the public to like the fucking movie. And it just showed us a movie which, okay, it wasn't a bad screenplay, it wasn't, it was really nice, but it was very fucking similar to the old ones. I mean, okay, the old ones were amazing, yeah, sure, but we've fucking seen them. We do want some of the elements from the old movies, like, you know, the conflict between the light side and the dark side, but not the fucking exact same thing. I mean, okay, it was a little too similar to the old ones, in my opinion. But that didn't bring down the movie too much overall. And okay, the other thing that was wrong with the movie, in my opinion, now, I may start a lot of hate war with what I'm about to say, but Kylo Ren, why I do not really like Kylo Ren. First of all, I have to say that I'm not extremely disappointed by him. No, okay, I've seen a lot of worse movie villains. He wasn't such a disappointment. But what went wrong with Kylo is this, in my opinion. He was so commercialized and oversold before the movie was even out. I mean, you were seeing his fucking face everywhere, and the mask was fucking badass, and his figures everywhere in all the stores. Kylo Ren, and you were thinking like, oh my god, this guy is gonna be the shit. He's going to kick fucking Jedi ass, and his lightsaber was awesome. Oh, okay, I have to pause right here. Fuck you people that say that his lightsaber is weird. It's fucking awesome. What's wrong with you? It's like a fucking medieval sword, but it's a fucking lightsaber. It's awesome. I mean, don't you people have any sense of style and concept art and something like that? It was a fucking awesome lightsaber. Back to Kylo Ren as a character, not his lightsaber. Kylo Ren, he was oversold as this fucking badass new Sith that's going to fucking wreck the world. And that is true, in a way. I mean, he is obviously extremely powerful with the Force. I mean, he's untrained, and he was fucking able to stop a laser beam in midair with the Force, just like that. He was angry all the time. Okay, that's... Well, anyway, he was strong. He was really strong. Okay, they didn't go wrong there. But, well, I think Kylo Ren was fucking awesome in the movie, and we were all really scared of him until he took off the mask. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, he doesn't look too... I'm sorry, but... he looks weird. I can't even say it with a straight face. Okay, Kylo Ren, it doesn't really look like a villain. The actor was an amazing actor, don't get me wrong. He was a great fucking actor. But his face was wrong. Well, alright, I'm not going to just say that the villain sucks just because he doesn't look hot. Okay, no way. That's just a minor flaw, it's not even that big a deal. Because he was a really talented actor, as I said. What really bugs me about Kylo Ren is the whole philosophy behind the villain that is torn between the light side and the dark side because of his childhood issues and family traumas. Okay, I mean, it's a great character development, but not for the fucking villain of the movie. The villain is supposed to inspire fear, dominance, manlyhood. He's not supposed to make you want to snuggle him and give him a hug and talk about your feelings. Okay, as I'm saying, it's not a bad trait for a character to have those emotional issues. It's a great character development, but not for the villain. I mean, in my opinion, the most amazing Sith to have ever passed the Star Wars universe is Darth fucking Maul. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, respect to Darth Vader, he's amazing, but why do I prefer Darth Maul? Because he wasn't a question about torn between light side and dark side and emotions and stuff like that. He was pure fucking badassery. He walked into the scene, he kicked ass, he killed Qui-Gon, he died gracefully, and that's it. He didn't even say a fucking word to his enemies. He was pure evil. Just let me scratch my nose. Just anger and rage. There you go. Take it in your face. Try to beat me if you can. That's a fucking villain. That's someone to be scared of. That's someone to look and say, oh my god, they're doomed. They're not gonna be able to beat that shit. I don't think Kylo Ren inspired that. No, even though he was a very well-developed character, I don't think he inspired the fear that a villain is supposed to inspire in such a story like Star Wars. but I will give him the benefit of a doubt, because the series is not over. He's not dead. Spoilers. He's not dead yet. Maybe he will develop into being a fucking badass. I don't know. I don't think he wrecked the movie. I just don't think he was the most satisfying villain he could be. Okay, yeah, so that's what I think about the movie. And oh, I also have to take note in the good parts of the movie that BB-8 was fucking amazing. I love BB-8. I bet all of you love BB-8. I don't think there's a living soul in the fucking world that doesn't love BB-8. He was fucking amazing. Great work, Disney and Lucas Ltd. Overall, I don't think the new Star Wars movie had many flaws. I don't think it had qualities that made it the movie of the year either. No, I don't think so. I think it was a good movie. I really do. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again, and I can't fucking wait for it to be released on DVD so I can watch it at home. No, I cannot wait. I think it was a good movie. Yeah. It wasn't the best Star Wars movie, no. It was not the best Star Wars movie. Not even close. But it was a really good movie, a really good start to the new trilogy. And let's not be hostile, people. I mean, there's 2 more movies for us to see. Who knows, maybe they'll surprise us. Now, before I go, I would like to talk about what really bugs me is the fans' reaction to the movie. I've talked to a lot of people about the new Star Wars movie, and most of them have kind of a similar opinion to mine, that yeah, it was a good movie, but okay, I didn't really like Kylo Ren, I thought it looked way too much like the old movies, okay. But yeah, most people are pretty much satisfied. But I will tell you a story that happened a while back that made me really go nuts. Well, I was walking around in Athens, you know, strolling around, taking a walk with a friend, and I happened to see a guy with a Darth Vader t-shirt. Okay, so I went all like, hey, what's up, man, may the force be with you, and all that shit. And I started talking to him, and I was like, yeah, did you see the new movie, The Force Awakens? He was like, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, so? What do you think? Fucking terrible. I mean, they make us wait all these years for a new movie, and then they go and sell us the same shit that we saw 100 years ago. It was just like the first trilogy. I mean, oh, fuck them. Well, what were we waiting for? That was stupid. Are you fucking serious, you fucking piece of trash? I mean, okay, all these years fans have been bitching that the prequels were nothing like the old movies and that they suck and that they were nothing like the old movies. I'm fucking saying it again. And the whole argument about the prequels being fucking disgusting is that they went another way and they tried to show Star Wars in a new light than the old ones. And everyone was fucking bitching for 10 years that they fucking sucked. And after so many years, they try to make a movie that reminds people of the old movies, and they bitch that it looks like the old movie. These fucking people, you can never please them. I mean, seriously, if I were fucking George Lucas or Disney or whoever owns Star Wars right now, I would stop making fucking movies just because of people like that. No matter what you do, they will never be fucking satisfied. These guys are fucking stretching their assholes for you. They're bringing back Harrison Ford, C-3PO, R2-D2, Princess Carrie Fisher. I got that right. They're bringing every fucking character back because you were bitching that they were not in the fucking prequels, and you're bitching that they're back. You are a fucking cocksucker. If one day the Star Wars universe and all these universes go to die, it's because of fucking people like you who can't appreciate the fucking anything. I mean, I don't fucking get it. These people, they just go to see movies with their mind already made up that they're gonna have something to hate about the movie, subconsciously. It's just their attitude towards every new movie ever invented. Anything that comes out, oh god, it sucks because of that, oh, and now that I found another reason, it sucks because of the other reason. Keep a fucking open mind, try to appreciate something. The good qualities. What pleasure do you fucking find in just trashing anything that comes out? Okay, so there might be some people who say that the new movie sucks because no matter if you bring back the old characters or if you try a new way, it will fucking suck because the original Star Wars was the best and nothing you ever do will ever look up to that. Okay, and that's actually a valid opinion. Okay, I don't agree, but they have a point. Okay, every story should end eventually. It can't go on forever. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. So, if you do not want to see new movies and you're satisfied with just the old ones being Star Wars, don't fucking watch the new ones. Why do you do that to yourself? You go and pay money for something that you know that you're not gonna like, just so that you can trash it. Just don't do that. I don't mean to get carried away, but I just hate the fucking haters. Haters gonna hate. I don't like people who hate on new ideas, even if they're bad, even if they're good. I don't like people giving that kind of hate to a new idea. I mean, is it just me? Okay, yeah, if it's something like the trashiest movie ever made, like Transformers, okay, I get it, you can hate on that. No one can say that the Transformers were a fucking good movie. But why on every fucking movie that gets made in the world? I mean, just chill out a little bit and try to appreciate something, try to enjoy it, instead of having such a negative attitude towards everything that comes out. But I don't know, guys, that's my opinion on the matter. Overall, I thought Star Wars was a pretty nice movie. I thought The Force Awakens was good. Do you agree with me? Do you not? And if you do, if you don't, why? Why is that? Tell me about it, I'd really like to know. And my message for the day to you is no hate, just loving. And the amount of serious shit to say. So, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think about Star Wars 7. I'm Aaron Zero and this was Converse Sensations.